You know what a friend of mine did to me one time? He took me to the side of a stucco building and put my hand on it and said, "What does this say?" In the past, I've talked to you about things that I like to smell and things I don't like to smell, right? Things I like to hear and things I don't like to hear. Things I like to touch. How about things I don't like to touch? How about it? You ever stick your hand in a bowl of spaghetti? Whoa. I mean, I did that once as a child, and to this day, I don't eat noodles. Just because of the way it felt. I don't eat any pasta of any kind. None. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the texture. Nothing. I know it looks beautiful, but it doesn't feel so beautiful. You sighted people are lucky you eat with your eyes. I eat with my hands. Walking along the beach, right? And all of a sudden, the texture of what's under your feet changes. It's all nice sand and everything, and then it's rocks and shells and stuff, and then a big old clump of seaweed. Ooh. That's the kind of stuff that makes me stay away from the beach and stick to pools and things. On a hot summer day, like I might get a chocolate bar or something like that and forget about it for a little while, and then open it, and it's all melty and the chocolate's all over my hands. It's horrible. See, I don't like that because my hands are the window to the world, and so when they're all full of chocolate or something sticky and not for me. In a diner, for example, right? Just sitting at a table, and I reach out and touch a table, and all of a sudden there's like a blob of sticky, like maple syrup, whatever that is. Oh. Sticking my hand into a pumpkin, right? To get all that stuff out so then you can carve it. I did that once. That's the last time. Walking around town with flip-flops on, right after a rain or something like that, and I step into a giant puddle, and then I have to have squishy feet the whole rest of my journey. Oh, it's terrible. And it lasts forever. You just never get rid of it. You can wear those flip-flops the next day, and there's still a little bit of squish left. Another one of those sticky ones, right? Like Fluffernutter. Remember that stuff you put with peanut butter? Your mother made that for you when you were a kid? Touch that stuff? Oh my God. You can glue things together with that stuff. Chalk is a weird thing to touch. It's just really dry and it's just crumbly and it feels almost delicate. All that stuff with the black, but even erasers. Even after you touch chalk, it still feels dry, you know? It just, it takes a while for my hands to come back to normal. This is why I stay away from school. A public bathroom. I'm afraid to touch anything in a public bathroom. It really freaks me out. Touching a bathroom doorknob. I mean, it's wet. And I'm sitting there puzzled. I don't know if it's because somebody washed their hands or because somebody didn't wash their hands. I stick my hand into a full ashtray. Ugh. Oh my God. And again, that's one of those things that feels awful, but the smell stays with you for a week. When I was a kid, my mother had cats. And I'll never forget one time, I let one of them in, and I felt something sort of on the floor next to my foot, and I reached down, and it was this warm, furry thing, and I was like, whoa! It just, it made me jump, and I just threw it out the door as fast as I could and ran to the kitchen and washed my hands over and over and over again. Walking around my backyard with bare feet, just walking along, doing my thing, put my left foot down, bzz, I've stepped on a bee. Oh, talk about catching a buzz. The leftover adhesive from tape, right? You have a bunch of cords taped up together and stuff, and you undo them, and there's that little one spot in the cord that just feels wrong to me. It just bugs me. You know what I think it is? I think it's the inconsistency of it that makes me a little crazy. And I just want to get that off of there, so it all feels the same. I'm not quite sure about this one. This is good or bad. You tell me. But on a train, you sit down, and it's a seat that somebody was just in. Is that nice that somebody's just been there and warmed it up for me? Is it sort of weird that somebody's behind has been there, you know what I mean, before me? I don't know, maybe it's just me. So this is sort of unique, right? It's a little different, but one of the things that really bugs me and I hate to touch is a touch screen that is not accessible. Oh, it makes me crazy. Like on an airplane, you know, the seat back in front of me, touch the screen, it's just a piece of glass. Like I'd be better off touching the window. You know, they say if you touch too much, you'll wind up like me. I don't know.